Hey guys, how's it going? It's AdamaSanguine and welcome back to Jamaica Plain. Before we take a tour of this awesome settlement, let's show you what it looked like in the vanilla. We'll pop it up into the Pip-Boy and show you where it's at. If you may or may not know, it is actually just north of Hyde Park, and it is also, what is that? Is that northeast of Gunners Plaza. So probably good idea to come here at a later level. Maybe I would probably come here at level 30. But again, it's up to you. But yeah, this place is toast. It is trash. Probably one of the more difficult settlements to work on. Ooh, I like that motorcycle. Gotta do something with that. But yeah, you cannot come up here without mods. Yeah, it is a pretty difficult place to deal with. There are a lot of good builds that I've seen done here. Of course, School Zone, his school is here. So yeah, we're at Ultra Dimension apparently. So yeah, it's not here in this one. Oh, this house without mods cannot be scratched. You guys know what I did with that, with the scavenger's house. But you guys didn't get to see it decorated, so we'll be showing you that today. But yeah, this is going to be a fun build. It turned out awesome. Yeah, a lot of ghouls here. So again, you know, if you guys want to go get stuck in a zombie apocalypse, or at least the closest we can in the Fallout universe, yeah, definitely come here. But there is a spawn point that's actually right over there. You'll generally get a lot of super mutant attacks. They come in droves. You cannot really do any kind of much planting here without mods. You can sink in some of the garden plots that came with, what is that, Contraptions Workshop or Wasteland. But yeah, you can't do anything with this building, although I contemplated it doing, but this would have turned into a mega build if I'd done it, and the settlers won't actually use that building unless it's just by random choice if you got some type of, you know, something to attract them. But yeah, the horrible angles on this boundaries here, because the angle boundary is like right here in this corner, and then it runs up and through here. So here's your workbench, and yeah, it is not a lot in here. Ooh, bottle cap mine, take that. So yeah, if you guys want a bottle cap mine, come here. Once you come inside here, yeah, it is pretty run down, but there's some cool ways that you can do a lot of fun different things that we can add in. Let's see. Yeah, once you come up here, you can do some building. I mean, I've seen many people go add out onto the little balcony out here, but you can actually build up here if you wanted to. Yeah, mostly just decorating you can do without mods, but of course, you know, you can pillar glitch a few things here and there and run a nice floor. But as I always say, it turned out awesome, guys. So let's take a look and show what I did. Hold your breath. Okay, breathe out. All right, so as you can see, it turned out awesome. A lot of gorgeous trees that we added here, but at the same time, we didn't really add a lot of trees. So you guys know in my mega build, what I've started doing since County Crossing is I started marking the trees that I removed. So if I'm going to rebuild the Commonwealth, I'm going to also replant some trees, you know, and help nature get a good foothold back to regrowing. So with settlement borders expanded, we're actually able to get up here and actually plant some plants. This is actually where my exterior guards actually stay. One sleeps in the tent, the other one in the sleeping bag. They got a nice little cooking stove that they can actually go. You know, of course, here's our little fireworks mortar so that we can clear the skies. I think I went through something like 70 clear sky fireworks during this build. So yeah, it's quite a bit, maybe more than 70. So yeah, this turned out awesome. Of course, these planters. One thing I found out I didn't realize when I was building until I accidentally scrapped one after I put that video up on YouTube, that these planters are actually half again bigger than the ones that come in the vanilla. But yeah, so here we have our nice trash pile. Got, of course, Jangles there, but this trash pile is very reminiscent of the one that the Finch farm has. And of course, we added a few other things in here as well because I got to, you know, want to make it a little bit different than something that they would have. Even got the nice engine block there because, you know, maybe they're a redneck. And yes, I can say the word redneck because I am one. So yeah, we actually catch the rainwater here. we actually have a piping system. The scavenger and her two sons actually live here. Excuse me, not the scavenger and her two sons. The junk dealer and her two sons live here. Her son is the scavenger, collects all the stuff for the settlement that we need. We'll take that. We store a lot of the extra merchandise that we don't sell in the store right away, and we'll put that in there. Other stuff, of course, we can turn that into supplies. But a lot of work back here. They break down a lot of the stuff, turn them into shipments. So cool, yeah. The girl is the ghoul. Her name is Ginger. She is actually very money savvy. Between her and her sons, she actually rescued her sons from a deathclaw attack when they were just young boys. But being a ghoul, she's going to live for a very long time. They're quite a bit older now. The eldest son is our scavenger, and their youngest son runs our bar. So yeah, pretty awesome. Yeah, so she sleeps back here. This is where Ginger sleeps, and of course her two sons, Steve and Jonathan, actually sleep in the other bed, or in the bunk beds. Yeah, it's kind of silly, I thought, but it does conserve space getting the bunk beds up here. Even though they're older, we can have bunk beds. Why not? Got to have enough space for everyone. But they do own this house themselves, so it's pretty cool. They do store some supplies here. Here is, of course, that awesome little bathroom. Sparsely decorated, just because, it's a little difficult to decorate those. But that and I kind of ran out of stuff. You guys know by my tweet that I probably got about over 200 hand-placed decorations in this build. And you start to run out of stuff after a while when you get these big builds. So we've actually wired the fence up so that it is electrified. That does look a little silly. I know. I actually wanted to use the vault conduits, but they don't quite reach without doing a whole ton of them across the top of the wall. And I was going to do that, but I was getting toward the end of the build when I decided to do that. So if you want to do an electric fence, make sure you do it early on if you're doing a big build. But yeah, this is where everybody hangs out on their during their time off. We got a nice little. Basically, I wanted to set this up kind of like a courtyard, little park. But of course, if you do sink in some of those little garden plots, you can do some nice plants back here. You could probably do quite a bit more. You could fill up this whole place with crops if you sink those in. So we had some nice wall paintings there, or some posters rather. I believe those came from the Nuka-Cola pack from Eleonora. Nice. And there's actually, I was unable to capture it for this, but I actually placed welding mats from USO. Oh, and here's Bill and Bob. These are our flamingos. Yep, they kind of guard this courtyard. Nice. And we have their other two over there on this side. And here's our Buttercup Sawhorse. That's like, okay, yeah, I had a little bit more planned for that, but I just didn't. Anyway, so this is our generator room here. This is a pretty cool area. Of course, so we have our coolant here, which is going to keep our fusion generator cool, which is kind of why they call it coolant, I suppose. I actually borrowed this idea for this generator room from Sardeliac. Not the idea of the generator room, but just the shape of this building. I actually borrowed from one of the things that he did, which I believe he in turn borrowed that from the Gunners. I think was it Gunner Paradise that did it. Here's the actual pipeline that runs from the rain collection of the dirty water. So that actually gets pumped up from, right back here on the other side of the house. So if you can see it back there. So the pipes come up, and then it goes up over, and then it comes across the front and goes through the wall here. I actually planned this to actually go under the wall, but I couldn't quite line it up just because of the length of the poles. I know with place in where I could have done it, but it was more of a last-minute type thing, but I thought that was kind of cool to be able to do that. This is where our provisioner drops off all of his loads. Of course, we got some nice ammo in here. We got some meds, and of course, we have some. We actually have some Pip-Boys actually in that little crate down there. There is no animation for that, so I had to leave it out. If you click on it, all it does is just adds it to your inventory. But pretty awesome. If we go up here, this actually goes to our rooftop garden. It's a fantastic little garden. We got some nice moot fruit up here and some carrots, and we got a nice little view of the courtyard from up here and the rest of the Jamaica Plain, which is pretty awesome. There's the bus down there, and here's the courtyard on this side. As you can see, it's pretty gorgeous. Again, if you guys know that I'm using Simple Green, or Simple Season Simple Green. So yeah, it's a nice little area for everybody to hang out. So again, we got the moot fruit and the carrot up here, some chairs for everybody to sit in when they're taking a break, and we have some green cycling lights because I guess green is what they say is actually to help mood, have everybody relax and keep patience. There's a lot of other things. Look into it, though. It's a whole light theory thing. But I guess I started thinking about it, why I do these walkways on top of the roofs. Well, I thought about it. I guess just maybe because you get so tired of settlers getting trapped on roofs and they have no way down. I mean, you could build a whole walkway for them to get up and on, but I think the scrappy walkways do a much better job. So I'm doing my best to add them into every build, just because it's fun just to see what kind of directions I can go with those. So yeah, let's try to close that up. And once we get down here, this goes back into... Yeah, I want to show you this, guys, because I really love how this turned out. So here is the Wanderer motorcycle. Almost said bicycle. Ooh, we get my helmet, and because we're going to go for a ride later, that's going to be awesome. And yeah, look at that. I love how that Brahmin skull turned out. That's so cool. And of course, you got the backpack on there. And hello, gentlemen. Thank you so much. And the planter here in the front. And here's the message board that I found over in the store. Decided to post all the notes and made them static up against that wall. So that's pretty cool. So here is Ginger running the store. So again, she has pretty much a stock of everything you need and nothing you don't. And nice little sitting area here. Actually borrowed the idea of these wooden walkways here from No Respawns, because he had his little scrappy walkways. I think we try to do those in a few more of my builds too. But yeah, I love how the front of this building turned out. Got the idea for these guard stations because I've been wanting a reason to use the Jersey barriers. But if you run around Jamaica Plain, you'll see a lot of those Jersey barriers up. So I actually borrowed that directly and copied that one from one that's right over in the main cross streets. So Red, I see your mobile APC, and I'll raise you one mobile command center. Take a look at this. So again, guys, settlement borders expanded. You can actually come up inside the bus and add quite a bit of stuff. So if you want to RP it, that you can actually go wherever you want in this bus, or again, just use it as a player home. It's going to be pretty cool. So yeah, I've got a nice little computer here, courtesy of USO. Without PC, there's nothing you can do with it because you have to download a connection to that, but you can actually do a few more things with that computer. So I've got a bed here for you and your companion. And of course, then right here, I have it set up so that I can actually get in and interact with the settlers, change the lights, and the fireworks mortar. So pretty awesome. So I have a place for chems. We have some meds, and then of course we have an ammo box there. And I was actually very happy with how this turned out, because if you guys don't know, if you get the workbenches in the wrong or the crafting stations in the wrong angle, you can't interact because they get blocked. So it's just like putting a chair where you can't normally put it. And of course we have the armor bench too. But I'm really happy with how this turned out. I might actually do another build, or see if I can revisit this another time, see if we can improve upon it even more. Because this actually was last minute, which was part of the reason it took me so long to get this build up. Because I was working on that actually last night. It just kind of came to me that I wanted to do something with it after a conversation I had with Sheklador. So yeah, pretty awesome. So again, as you guys may have heard, that I was telling you that I decided to cover up all my walls, cover the ribs. I'm going to have some nice funnel cake here. Let's see, what else do I want? I think we'll have some coffee later. That'll be awesome. But yeah, so I actually covered all the ribs of the walls so that there are no ribs exposed on the back sides, because yeah, a little extra effort goes a long way, guys, and I really love how it turned out. So, yep, here is, I really like this bathroom. This is a really nice little bathroom. It's actually quite a big bathroom, actually. I had a hard time decorating because it's like I couldn't decide what I wanted to put in here. But we got a full-size shower. You've got quite a few flowers in here. And here's that now showing sign. And you look nice today. Nice. Try to get those in every one of my builds. And back here is the kitchen for the settlement. Yeah, see, look at that. No ribs. Nice. And here is the kitchen. very sparse, not a lot back here, but the cook can actually hang, do some stuff here. Nice. And of course we have that stocked up here. We have some ice cold Nuka Victory, purified water. Ooh, some wild tarberries there. Nice. And this is the loft. So yeah, this is very happy with how the loft turned out. Using the Place Anywhere, I was able to get a lot of different angles in here. Just wanted to actually follow the original rooftop and then turn it into a whole little flat or a condo, whatever you want to call it. Nice. I love these lockers, by the way, because these lockers are fugly, but I love the animation for the doors. Get some more Nuka Victory there. Nice. And just yeah, I think all the farmers stay up here in this top floor. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Yeah, I love all the different colors. So again, you guys may have known that I said in my video that I put up that I wanted to go with a whole abstract design, which is why all these different colored pieces. So again, I wanted to I matched up the scavenger's house to this because I did this first and then did the when I put the scavenger's house up, I wanted to do my best to get the different combo pieces and everything up together. But I was actually able to reuse a lot of the walls that originally came with this, and I actually grabbed some concrete walls from ooh, get some potato chips for later. But I actually grabbed some of the, I said concrete, I meant the brick walls from around the Jamaica plains and brought those up here. Love how this little stone step turned out. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, so I think with some proper pill glitching, you can actually do the same thing with walls. You don't necessarily need Place Anywhere, but if you make a mistake, you got to pull them out and reset them again, which is a little difficult when just doing the standard pill glitching. So Place Anywhere really helped me on that, but I love those walls. But you can probably add all kinds of rooms up there. Do as many rooms as you want, turn it into like a hotel or a motel. Yeah, this turned out pretty awesome. So if you guys are familiar with the term where you've been 86'd, or the 86 skidoo, that actually came around the time of Prohibition, where the address was actually on the back of the bar, and a few people knew about it. And in their speakeasy, if you got a bus coming, you'd actually go out the back door. So when you say, where's the back door, that means you've been 86'd, or at least the original term. So I love this bar, how it turned out. If you guys saw my tweet, I downloaded the Neon Flats mod from Creation Club. That was courtesy of Blood Meat 08, and I think Eleonora helped with the really awesome armor that I was wearing in the beginning of the video, and of course Chris Takahashi, the legendary Chris Takahashi, helped with the setting up the quest that you get for that. Yeah, so a lot of cool little decorations, a lot of the abstract paintings back here, and yeah, so it's pretty cool. Nice little dance floor here. I wish that I could have some different music playing for you guys, but you know, of course, for copyright reasons, you can't do that. Ooh, got some smokes for later. So here is the secret back door that is hidden, so that if the synths do come in to attack this settlement, or the super mutants, anybody, you can get just right out the back door. And by the way, with the little rugs that I have, the settlers actually like using this door more than they do the standard doors that we have in the front. Well, that's pretty much going to do it for the day tour, guys. Stay tuned for the night tour. I am working on something else that I'll have up soon. I am AdamaSanguine. I love you all. I'm out.
Seems to be growing well.
Another day of hard work. Never changes.
Got work to do, can't talk. Don't much care for good neighbor. That place is nothing but trouble.
My back hurts, my feet hurts, everything hurts. Out here, you gotta take things one day at a time.
Crop's coming in pretty good.